What's up, Tempo friends? It is Coach Clarence, and I am super excited to have you here for this 20-minute upper body build. We're calling this one fast and effective because that is what today's class is going to be. It's 20 minutes, so it's not a long time. So I want to make sure I get you in and out, but we are effectively working all the muscles in our upper body. We got a little bit of chest, a little bit of back. You're also going to get some arms in there too. So I hope you're ready. We have to warm up as always, but before we do, you know the deal. Wide stance with those feet. Hands by your side. Take that deep breath in. Big exhale out. All right, come to one end of your mat. In our warm-up today, we are going to effectively, there it is again, warm up the upper body to get us ready. So reach those hands up, find that forward fold, come out into a high plank position. Now, once you're here, I want those shoulders over the wrist, and you're gonna slowly lower that body down to the ground. Your chest touches the mat. Then lift it up, hold it for 2 seconds. 1, 2, into that Superman. Hands and toes go back down. Big press up to the top. Now, if you need to modify this, drop the knees. We're just gonna do it again. Slowly lower. Same thing, if you need to modify, keep the toes on the ground for that 2-second hold. Big press to the top. We got 2 more of those. Whether you're in the modification or you're just doing the full version that I showed you at the top, this is our last one right here. Slowly lower, warming up that chest, feeling the core, feeling the back. Big press, and find a nice little tabletop position. So here's what we got. We're gonna go ahead, warm up the chest a little bit more. I want you to reach that left hand through all the way to the right. Open it all the way up. Try to kiss those shoulder blades together in the back. Left hand reaches all the way through to the right. It's like you're trying to stack your shoulders on top of each other. Final one, reach it through. Big exhale. Great job. Same thing on the other side. This time, that right hand reaches through to the left. And here's what I mean. You can see now I'm trying to stack my shoulder blades on top of each other. Going for 3 of these. Final one right here. Nice little bow and arrow. Great. Last thing we're going to do, take those hands out, find that high plank. Just for 5 seconds, find a nice little downward dog. Pressing the ground away from you, feeling this in the shoulders, feeling this in the lats for 3, 2, 1, and rest it. Feel free if you want to, go ahead, bring it down to the mat. Here's what we got. We're starting in this first round, and everything we're going to do is going to be on the ground, okay? We've got 2 exercises. The working time is going to be 30 seconds for the first exercise, then 20 seconds for that second exercise. Now, this first round is all about the chest. We're focusing on a chest press to get those pectoral muscles and those triceps going. Then, to burn out the triceps, I told you we'd be doing a little bit of arms, we'll have a skull crusher, all right? So I'm gonna start with that skull crusher. Here's what it's going to look like. You'll be on your back, 1 dumbbell. You're gonna hold that dumbbell right over your chest. The elbows bend and the weight comes towards your forehead. Squeezing the elbows in, extend it to the top. The chest press, you know how that goes. Weights above our chest, we go open wide, press to the top. Let's grab both those dumbbells. Roll it back. Starting with the chest press, open it wide. Elbows go wide, big press to the top. As the elbows go wide, make sure your dumbbells aren't staying in the middle. I always like to tell people, imagine that you have a rod going in your elbow, gross, all the way up and out of the top of your middle finger. So why I'm saying that is I don't want your dumbbells to be on the inside. You have to keep your dumbbells in line with that elbow. Big press, that's how we feel the chest muscles work. And rest it up. Drop that 1 dumbbell. Again, we're doing a skull crusher. Maybe some of you have done this, maybe you haven't. But hold that 1 dumbbell right over your chest. The elbow bends, weight comes towards your forehead. Here we go, it's only 20 seconds. Can you give me like 6 to 8 of these? Biggest thing here is take it slow, especially if this is your first time doing this exercise. We're gonna move that rod that was in our elbow coming up the top of our middle finger, and we're gonna put it now in our shoulder coming out of our elbow because that part of your arm does not move. And rest it. Good job. Take a breath. Take out all the rods that are stuck in your arms. I know, gross visual. But here's what I mean by that. We're gonna go do that 3 more times. So you're gonna have tons of practice with this, chance for you to perfect it. But when we're in that chest press, imagine that you're standing like right above, right? You're floating, you're a little angel. Sometimes I see people, they'll go down and the weights stay in here. If you want to, try this with me, no weight. Doing this brings back like the 80s, the 90s, like little run man, but it's not really doing anything for our chest. Now, if you just take the elbows out wide and allow the arm to stay wide there, hence the rod going all the way up, you can even feel that stretch, and then as you come up, you feel that flex. That's how we're gonna build the muscle. We tear the muscle tissue down, and then we press to build it back up, all right? So, if the visual didn't work with the rods, now you know. Grab the weights, let's chest press. Just open wide, big press. Now the goal here is to get 10 reps. I'm gonna give you ways to challenge yourself in our final 2 sets of this, but for now, I just want you to focus on that form. If you slow it down and I'm quiet enough, can you feel those muscles stretch on the down and then flex as you press up? Yeah, good job. Try to sneak one more in. Beautiful job, team. All right, drop that one dumbbell. I'm staying on the ground. Hopefully you can just drop that dumbbell. Oof. Bring it right here. Same thing here. Make sure you're bending at the elbow. I don't want you to go back like this. Keep the elbow and shoulder in line. Try it with me. The elbow bends, and would you guess it, the weight comes towards our face, towards our forehead, hence the name skull crusher too. As you're feeling those triceps that we work as a secondary muscle in the chest press, we're just burning them out here. Last one. And rest it up. Good job. Second time through, hopefully it was a better time through. Hopefully those of you who are maybe hitting that running man decided to not dance for a second, and you felt that stretch and the flex with the chest press. Also for that skull crusher, again, same thing. I keep saying to bend at the elbow. I see this a lot when I see people do skull crushers. Imagine I'm laying down. We're getting a little bit of lat, a little bit of delt in there. We're not getting the tricep. That's these muscles right here, and that's the muscle we want to work. So this part of your arm does not move. The weight just comes right towards your forehead, okay? You got this. We got 2 more times through it. Eyes on me if you want ways to take this up. So here's what I'm gonna do for you. 2 different options for the chest press. We can add in some pace. So bring it down slow for 1, 2, 3, power it up for 1, or you can add in a glute bridge. Bring in a little bit of glutes in there and hold that glute bridge. Up to you, those are options, so you don't have to take it. Here we go. So again, I'm just looking for that chest press. If you want, stay here, keep working. But if you want to, you can add in the glute bridge hold, squeezing the glutes, or you can add in some pace. Think down slow, 3, 2, 1, big press up for 1. Down slow, 3, 2, 1, big press up for 1. It's gonna mimic that pattern we did with the warm-up, all right? Wherever you're at, final 1. Beautiful job. All right, team. For the skull crusher, I'm gonna give you the same options. If you like, hold the glute bridge, or you can give me nice and slow concentric, and then squeeze it up for that 1. Up to you, let's go for it. Breathing. If this skull crusher is a new movement for you, I want you just to focus on trying to keep everything below or above, depending on how you look at it, the elbows still, and allowing your triceps to do all the work. Last 1. And rest it up. Whew. All right, team, good job. Hopefully you're feeling it by now. The triceps should be burning because, again, we're working them in that 30-second chest press, and then we also focus specifically on them for that skull crusher. But here's what we got. I want to give you another option. If you have been getting through these chest presses and you get to rep 9 or 10 and you're like, easy, I want you to pause really quick. Run up to your phone or run up to your studio. Pause it really quick. Add on some weight. It doesn't have to be a lot. Maybe it's just a red plate. Maybe it's just a yellow plate. But add on a little bit more weight. Because once we are done with this final set of chest presses, I want you to feel like, whew, when you stand back up on your feet, you're like walking around like I'm that person, you know what I mean? Got the chest puffed out. Very Coach Brian energy. Some of you get that. But if you can, add a little bit of weight, all right? I promise you, the weight is not afraid of you. Don't be afraid of it. Hopefully you did that. You push play. You're ready to go. Last set. Let's get it. So we're looking for 10. Whether you're giving me that glute bridge hold or you're giving me that concentric slow on the way down, explosive on the way up, I want everyone in the next 10 seconds to feel like I can't do another rep. Because the weight is where it should be, but also you've been challenging yourself. Stay with it. Breathe through it. I got 2 more. I got 1 last one. Come with me. Whew. Big press and rest it up. Great job, too. We're going into our final set of skull crushers, so grab that weight. Tell yourself whatever little positive motivation you need. Got it? Press that weight up. All right, team, let's get it. Bending at the elbow. Weight comes towards the forehead. Bring it in. Final form cue, I'll yell at you. If you're not feeling the triceps here, as the weight comes towards your forehead, squeeze the elbows in together. See if you can try to squeeze the elbows in together, and ooh, I'm feeling it. Hopefully you're feeling it. Final one. And rest it up. Fast and effective, team. There you go. Go ahead, that is round 1 in the books. 4 sets working the chest and the triceps. Listen, you see what's happening on the screen. We got a nice little weight change. We're going into round number 2. So your weight should probably be getting lighter because now we're going to focus on some pull motions, focusing on the back. You'll notice that we worked the chest, a lot of pushing there. Now we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna focus on the back and get a little bit of traps. I guess you could say some delts in there as well too. So here's what we got. We're gonna start on our feet and we're gonna go with a dumbbell bent over low row. You know this low row is going to involve a hinge, and you know Coach Clarence, I'm a stickler for the hinge, all right? Your weights are gonna be light here because we're gonna follow that up with an upright row. So on that bent over low row, I'm looking for you to push the pace, meaning I'm looking for 10 to 12 reps. You're gonna have those weights in your hands, facing forward. You're gonna be hinged. For this row, 3 things I don't wanna see. I don't wanna see the shoulders right here. I don't wanna see you rowing, and then the weight is up here, right at your chest line. I also don't wanna see any arched backs. Think hips pulled back, spine long, shoulders relaxed, and you're putting that dumbbell right in your hip pocket, okay? Grab those weights, you face forward, and let's row for it. So again, weights are a little lighter here. If you're someone who's done events over low row before, you're like, I can go heavier than this. But again, we're setting ourselves up for success in that second exercise. So the way to challenge ourselves, push the pace here. I just got through number 6. I'm gonna try to go 6 more for a total of 12. Focusing on that form. Are you arching that back? Are you pulling those shoulders to your ears? Good, squeeze the glutes, stand up tall. Roll the shoulders back, everyone, non-negotiable. Roll them back. Now we're going for an upright row. Pull the elbows high, control it down. Let's go. Bring it down. So same time format that we did for that first round. 20 seconds on this second exercise. So I'm looking for 6 to 8 here. Big pulls high. Not letting the weight slam down by your sides. Control, control. And rest it up. Whew. Go ahead and drop those weights. Take those deep breaths. I'm breathing a little hard. I'm starting to perspire a little bit. Again, I know that these classes are short, but if we're working out effectively, and the way that we can effectively move our body in this class, in round 1, it was with our form, it was with our pace, it was also even in that last set, going heavier to maximize what we had. In this round, same thing, focusing on that form, you know that the weight might be light for that first exercise, which is intentional. So push the pace, try to get to that 12 rep mark. And then in that second exercise, pulling it high, but controlling the down. You've got this, team. Grab those weights, starting with that low row, hinge it, row it. Another thing that I'll tell you here, one final form cue, because we're gonna go through this a few more times. I always see people all the time, they're like, let me look up at the coach to see what's going on. You don't have to look at me. I want you to think about tucking that chin to your chest, especially if you're feeling tension in your lower back. You know why that's happening? It's because by looking up, you're pulling that tailbone. You're pulling that spine in a way that it doesn't want to go. So relax it. Final one right here. Squeeze the glutes. Bring it to the top. Good. That glute squeeze is just a little love for the lower back. Roll the shoulders back. We go upright row. Let's get it. Pull it high. Bring it down. And again, control the down. If you're pulling weeds right now, if you're pulling carrots out of the ground, It shouldn't be that fast. It shouldn't be that vigorous. Slow it down. Control it up. Bring it down. Control it up. Bring it down. And rest it, rest it. You know what that motion reminds me of for the upright row? It reminds me of sometimes I'll say like a witty comment before bed, and then my husband will give me a look like, why are you being rude? And so I just pull the covers up like, let me go to sleep. I don't want to get in trouble. Some of you understand that feeling. Maybe you say that one thing you shouldn't have said, or maybe you're just petty like I am, you know? You think you're a comedian. Pull those covers up, you know? Just a little like, I'm sweet. Tuck myself into bed moment. 2 people out there got that. That was for you. All right, friends, speaking of 2, we got 2 more times through this. We start with that bent over low row. You know everything you need. Let's take it there. Here we go. Big squeeze. Breathing through this. Good. Sticking with it. You're at that halfway mark again. If you are straining your neck to look at the screen, what's happening up there? What's happening up there that isn't happening with you? Nothing, right? We have those little chimes there. You know when it's going to be the end. I'm also going to tell you, you got 3 seconds left right here, so give me 1 more. Eyes down. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. Roll the shoulders back. We're going for that upright row. If you've been giving me 6 reps, push the tempo. Give me 7. Good. Pushing the tempo doesn't mean, well, I have to move fast now and let my form go. No, you can stay controlled. Control the pace. If you're with me, we got 3 more. If you're with me, we got 2 more. If you're with me, final 1. Boom. Got it done. Drop those dumbbells. Final rest. Let's take stock before we go into this final exercise. If you can believe it, we started this class 17 minutes ago. If you take out the 2-minute warm-up, it's been 15 minutes of work. A few rests here in between. But hopefully you're feeling like, you know what? Even though this class wasn't very long, I feel like I've worked a ton. And most importantly, hopefully you're feeling some fatigue in those muscles. Good rule of thumb, especially for strength training, 4 sets. Keeping the reps lower. Sometimes it's not about going to like 15 reps. Or if you're looking to build strength, it's about heavy weight and making sure you're effective with each rep. So, if you get 1 more chance, can you make it the best yet? I think you can. Here we go. Breathe. Eyes down. If you're looking up, eyes down. Tuck that chin to your chest and focus on that form. Some of you are starting to hunch those shoulders up by your ears. No, friend. Your ears and your shoulders are not friends. Keep them separated. You only have 10 seconds left. Can you give me 3 more? Can you give me 2 more? We have 4 seconds. Final 1 right here. Big squeeze. Bring it down and stand up nice and tall. Crush that. All right, you know the deal. Roll the shoulders back. Team, I'm so proud of you. You've crushed this. Let's finish it out strong. We got 20 seconds. Upright rows. Get it. Let out that breath. And again, slow and controlled. If you need someone to help you keep pace, Coach Clarence just did 4. I got 4 more. Stay with me. There you go. Stay with me. Keep it controlled. 3 seconds. Final rep. And rest it up. Right at the finish line. Can we zoom in? We don't have Zoom. I know I talk about it all the time. But 1 bead of sweat is dropping. We did that, and you know what we got to do right here. Wide stance with those feet. Hands by our side. And this side, with intention. Take that deep breath in. Breathing in that hard work. Big exhale out. Great job, team. Go ahead and get yourself started. Wiggle whatever you need to. And listen, I know this is going to sound weird, but trust me here. I want you to take a wide stance with your feet. And all I want you to do, draw 2 big circles with the pelvis, with the hips. A lot of time, especially when I get into any kind of hinge motion, I feel like this tightness in my back, which is why we talked about the chin tuck. You even get this tightness in your hips. Go ahead, once you do 2 clockwise, go 2 counterclockwise. And it's because everything that's happening up top, the rowing, the keeping the core engaged, that we can get this tightness, especially if we're not focused on the spine. So we get that tightness in the hips, so sometimes just gotta wiggle things out, all right? Let's go ahead, keep the feet wide, interlock the fingers, turn the palms out, and to get us started, your eyes are gonna go back. As your eyes go back, try to pull those hands back And just like we did in the warm-up, try to kiss those shoulder blades together. Squeeze them together, opening up the chest while also feeling the lats. Again, eyes are up. Don't fall back though. And hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Let's bring that right arm across. Just feeling this stretch in the lats. Feeling this stretch in the chest. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. Stick with me. Same arm. Those triceps from those skull crushers. Bring it up and pull with that opposite hand. Making sure we're not crowding ourselves with our elbows. Keeping the chest open. Feeling this in the chest as well. Now we're going to do that in reverse. So listen. Open it up. Switch sides for the tricep stretch. Now pulling that opposite elbow. Ooh, that feels good on my shoulder. Stay with it, stay with it. And bring that arm across. Final stretch right here. And shake it out, and team, great job. 2 things for you as always. First one, don't forget to put those weights away. Second one, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. You crushed this class. It was fast and effective, and you killed it. My name is Coach Clarence, and Tempo as always. We shall see you soon.